Yeah, man. I want to play that song to get the mood right.
Love it.
Have the B, Tracy
Yes.
G.
Uh-huh.
We got one of Brooklyn's finest just walked up in here.
Yeah.
He been on the show before, man. I told him whenever you need me, reach out.
Mm-hmm.
He reached out, maybe, was that a week ago? How long ago was that?
I think that was last Friday.
Last Friday. It ain't even been a week, Heather B.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta move when you call the move.
Yeah, man. And then I try my hard. I'm a man of my word. Sometimes I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time.
You God? They say that about God.
Black man is. And I really admired this man because I watched him, his career. I remember first seeing him probably about early 2000s. You know, he was in an indie film. What's that called? Rap Wars
1.
Yeah, Rap Wars 1.
How do you remember that?
Because that's when I was just so immersed in it. You know what I mean? I was just immersed in the battle scene. I was pushing the battle scene.
Yeah.
You know, I come from that with the world famous Wake Up Show.
Yep.
And then I saw him in Fight Club back in the day.
Yeah.
The Fight Club days were ridiculous. And then you did a Smack DVD?
Yeah, I did Smack versus Solomon.
Versus Solomon, and then it was something about this dude's gruff and his voice, something about his posture, something about his confidence. And when I looked at him, I could tell he had history behind him, and I could tell he was real. So, and then I liked his name, you know. And since then, he's done a whole lot. He got a new project out called Pac Juice. It's out right now, and we're gonna have him walk us up his career. Welcome back to the show, the one and only Math Hoffa.
What up, what up?
Math.
Yo, first of all,
Yeah.
I want to thank you for keeping your word,
Absolutely.
because that's kind of scarce
Yeah.
in this industry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really salute you for that.
That's all
Thank
love,
you, bro.
man. I just don't.
Thank you.
I'm not industry.
My man.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah. So we beyond that up here. Ain't no politics with us. Ain't none of that shit. It's just, you know, get at me. If the energy is right, you got an open corridor with me.
Right.
If the energy ain't right, you gonna get the shake, rattle, and roll. I'm just gonna tell you no. You from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
You from Biggie's neighborhood, or what neighborhood you from?
Crown Heights.
Crown Heights.
Crown
Okay.
Heights. Down the block from Troy Ave.
Okay. Back before you started rapping, what was your life like? Or was it what was your life like?
Before I started rapping,
Yeah.
you know, I was raised with a West Indian mother.
Okay.
You know, a lot of ass whippings.
Okay.
Streets were crazy. Next door to my apartment building was a place called the Graveyard. We call that the Graveyard because it was like a crack building. When you walk through it, it looked like there was dead bodies, like just laying around. You know what I mean? But it was just people high on crack. Occasionally it was a dead body, but people high on crack. And
Love
Yeah,
how
it
you
was-
laughed that off right there.
it was, you know, I moved around in Brooklyn, different places. It was always something crazy. But that was Brooklyn back then. That's how it was.
That's how. Where did you go to school?
I went to school at 210.
Uh-huh.
Then I transferred out of there. I went to 248. Then I went to Wingate High School.
Uh-huh.
And that was back when, you know, people was getting shot in the playground and all that stuff. I remember it was a big deal. Somebody got killed in the basketball court. Bullets came through school windows. But that was life.
That
back
was
then,
like
you
that
know what I
seemed
mean?
normal to you.
Right.
Who was popping back then? Who were the artists, like the rappers that y'all was idolizing at that
The
time?
greats, man. Biggie.
Uh-huh.
Biggie. And though I named the project Pac Juice, Biggie will always be my favorite rapper.
Uh-huh.
I was always like amazed by his wordplay, his metaphors. Like Biggie could have battled.
Yeah.
And I know he did, but like if you listen to Kick in the Door
Uh-huh.
and the things that he was saying on that, like that's rapper stuff. I got more rides than Great Adventure, Biggie, you know what I mean? Like it was crazy. But it's Biggie, he was Tupac, Redman, Method Man. I had the pleasure of working with Method Man later on in life.
Uh-huh.
He watched the smack battles and all that. And
Yeah.
one day I'm out at the Rock the Bells and I hear somebody go, Hoffa. I turn around and this big 6'5" dude is coming towards me and he starts quoting my bars and I'm like, This Method Man is crazy.
Beck was
Wow.
quoting your
Crazy.
bars.
He's
Oh,
quoting the bars.
That's amazing.
So, you know, I jumped on it right away.
Yeah, as you should.
I said, yo, Meth, what's up? Do a track with me, bro.
You just got it. You didn't
And
even
he was
say-
like, Method Math, I'm with it. I was like, yeah. That was a cool dude. Shout out to Method Man.
Yeah.
He loves the battle culture, by the way. I wasn't surprised by that show.
Mm-hmm.
He really, like, is in tune with what's going on in battle rap.
Yeah. When you your story, you tell a lot of it on the song "Keep Your Head Up," which we'll play in a minute. Your father left when you were younger. Or?
Yeah, he wasn't really. When I was born, he was married, basically.
Okay.
So, situation
To somebody
it
else.
made
Yeah. Okay. All right.
it made it kind of tough
Okay. Yeah.
for him to be there. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, he tried. I was angry at him for a long time, and actually this year we kind of reconciled. So my brother caught cancer. It's another story, long story. And flew out to Chicago to be with him, and you know, I'm hanging around my pops. You know, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's like the funniest dude in the world. But I
You
was
look
angry
like
at him.
You look like him.
A little bit. People
Yeah.
say that,
Yeah.
but you know, I choked. I was mad before because I felt like he wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
But then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? My pops was in my life. I might not have become Math Hoffa. And I like being Math Hoffa, you know what I'm saying? So I just, good looking pop, you know, I'm here because, you know, you hooked up with my dudes and we good, you know what I'm saying?
So you lost
we've been
your
talking,
anger.
yeah.
Okay.
We've been talking and, you know, kind of mending everything.
Okay.
Well,
How's your brother?
he's doing good.
He's doing good?
He's kicking Cancer's ass
Yes.
What's up,
Let's
man?
go.
right now.
Shout out to your brother. What's his name, man?
George.
George. Shout out
Yeah.
to George, man. Stay strong. We in your corner.
Word.
So how did you get? Okay, so and then what were you working at that time? Like when you got out of high school, or how did this?
I got out of high school. I had my first son, really young, and from then I hustled when I was, younger. We didn't really know what we was doing.
What was you hustling?
Weed.
Weed, Bammer too. I bet. Yeah.
Wasn't the thing. The other thing was, go out and go get it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was young, I was better at that.
Mm-hmm.
But when I had my son,
What they call that back then in Brooklyn? What they
going on a meow.
A meow?
Meow. We going to say something.
We going on
night.
a meow?
Late night, we going on a meow. You know what I mean?
Why meow? That's what cats do.
To be honest, I always thought like, why is it called a meow? But you know what we doing?
Oh, keep some kid because when a
You
cat
call this a meow? Like,
meow, nigga.
But that's what it was. It was a meow. Like late night, we creeping like cats. Like meow.
Okay, like a meow. First meow you ever went on.
I like it.
Were you nervous the first meow?
Of course. But I from young, I learned through like fighting bullies and all this stuff that anything I was scared of, I decided to just go head first.
Mm-hmm.
Just get it over with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I reflected on a lot of other things that I did.
Mm-hmm.
But that was that. And when I had my son, I tried to clean it up. Didn't really work out. I ended up going back on the same route, dealing with like heavier drugs, dope, coke, stuff like that. I did that for a while. And when the rap started to pick up and I started getting calls from Smack and Fight Club and all that stuff, the girl I was with at the time was like, look, since I've been with you, all your people's been in jail. I don't want to visit you in jail. I don't want to, if you could make money off of this, do this. And at the time, I was like, yeah, I hear you. It took me a little while, but after a while, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I need to chill. My son's getting older. I look like a bozo not being there for him. So I decided to cut it out. Rap.
And focused on the rap. What was the first real rap battle, sanctioned rap battle you had? Who was it against?
Sanctioned.
Because you were battling in different ciphers on the block or in the streets.
Yeah. I used to run up on people all the time, man. I was that kid.
Okay.
I was that kid, battled two people at the same time. One day I saw Buckshot. I rode up on him. I was like, yo, Buckshot. He was like, what's up, shorty? I was like, yo, who the nicest Crown Heights, yo? He was like, I don't know, man. It's a lot of people. I was like, me, nigga.
And
Yeah,
stuff
right.
He was meowing day and night.
Oh, me out Buckshot, man. That's my homie, man.
But yeah, the first battle, probably like one of my homeboys on the block or something. But the first like event
Yeah.
was an event that Poison Pen held, and I battled this dude, and it was like round after round after round after round. And I saw the first guy. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna spit something light. And I spit something light, and he spit his best.
No.
And I was like, no, one more round. Nah, I got eliminated. First round, out of here. And I said, nah, that's not gonna happen again. And then after that, I got into the fight club. Started smoking people in the fight club. Then I got the call for Solomon. That went down. That was kind of historic. That was like two worlds like meeting, like the backpack rappers and street rappers. Just boom. You know, that was classic. It was a classic.
That was a classic battle.
Yeah.
You won that one?
Of course I did.
Okay.
Of course
All right.
I did.
How do you?
He had a good first round.
He had a good first round, man. It's all on record. You can check it for yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
How did you develop your style? Like, do you write and practice? How do you memorize when you got a series of verses?
Sometimes I write. Sometimes I don't. See, I was always impressed by hearing that, Biggie and Jay-Z, because Clark Kent was I hooked up with Clark Kent when I was younger, like making music.
Legendary producer and DJ and sneaker
Facts.
enthusiast, Clark Kent.
Legendary guy.
Legendary guy, just an icon in it all.
Right. And he used to tell me about that, like how they write, they don't use nothing. And I started practicing that. I got real good at it. So I would like go into sessions and they'd play a beat and I sit in the corner mumbling, and then I go in the booth. And they'd be like, yo, how you did that? And I'm like, yeah, Biggie and Jay-Z, they do that too. Hyped about that. But yeah, it's like, for battles now, I sit down, I focus, I block everything out. Block everything out. If you let any distractions get in your way and you show up not prepared, you're asking for an L. So you got to just block everything out.
This conversation, it takes me back to when Pusha and Drake were beefing, and there's many facets of that we can bring up. But one in particular, people felt that Pusha had gone too far, that there may need to be rules or anything. What's your opinion on that? And then also just in battle rap, are there any type of limitations, things of that nature?
I mean, there's not supposed to be.
Right.
So you got to walk into a battle feeling like, this guy is going to say the worst thing in the world. What do I have to counter that? But in some situations, when you have a mutual respect for the person that you're facing, you should be like, yo, don't talk about my brother, bro. Don't. Be like, all right, cool.
Oh, you say that in advance?
I say
people.
that.
Yeah.
I say that.
Huh.
And there was one situation where I didn't tell this dude not to talk about my kids. And he said my name in the battle, and I was like, you could see it on camera. I'm like, this guy right here. And the league owners was like, yo, my bad. We're going to take it out the footage.
Okay.
So that was versus Arsenal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Arsenal.
He's the king of disrespect.
He's the king.
He's the king of disrespect.
Arsenal, when I hosted the battle with Mr. FAB, when said some shit that I was just like, oh my
what
God.
this guy
See my
right
face on
He's not from Jersey. He's from Jersey.
He's from Jersey.
Oh,
From Jersey.
yeah.
from Jersey. But here's the thing, to your point, FAB and Arsenal talked about it prior and said all is fair.
Yeah.
So people get at Arsenal about it, but he actually, I believe they talked prior.
But that's his thing. For me, I feel like words have power. So I might talk about killing you, but I ain't gonna kill your kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave your kids out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, because mess around
You wanna save the
tomorrow,
kids.
something happened to your kid.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
you're gonna be mad at the reason why, and then you're gonna be mad at me when that battle drop, and you just see me talking about
That's
killing
true.
your dead kid. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that.
I believe it was, there was talk that Drake was about to pay someone in a certain amount of money to get information on Pusha, and I'm wondering, when it comes to researching someone, how much effort you put into that before the battle.
Oh, just being in battle rap is like being in the CIA.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Like, you get the scoop.
You interview.
try to-
yeah. How you do it?
Who I
That's
know
what I'm
from his
saying.
hood.
Yeah, how you do
Who
it?
I know from his hood. Some people go as far as like to pay the money to just look up your personal records. You know what I mean? And just find out like what does this dude? What's up with this dude?
Like
you gotta,
police
you caught a
records?
charge. What
Yeah.
you got to charge for?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and like it's deep. It's deep. Ex-girlfriends will resurface with information, all types of bitter people and from the past. Like all time, I've received so many like DMs when I'm battling certain people. I get a DM, yo, you know, he from my hood and da da da. You know, back in the days we used to call him Pookie because his mouth was always white and
Haters,
we used to
man.
slap around.
Wow.
Straight up.
No, but I've had people's wives hit me up like, yeah, he's gay. That's why we separated. You know, it's crazy.
Damn, you had
It's
to.
crazy.
Who wife hit you up on that?
Don't do
Yeah.
No. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Eventually,
Sometimes I choose to use it, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll
Yeah.
be like, nah, that's nasty.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
just, ooh, you foul. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just leave that alone.
Math Hoffa is here. He got the new project, Pog Juice. At some point, you almost got yourself blackballed.
Oh yeah.
You know,
no, I was.
You were blackballed.
I definitely was.
First
Yeah.
time. Look, walk us back. What happened the first time that you just got that scarlet letter on your name? Was it Dose? Was it?
It wasn't Dose.
Okay.
Because it was actually like, you know, that went viral. It was popular. People actually liked it. The weird thing about it is the day after it happened, I called Smack apologizing, like, yo, my bad.
Tell people what happened.
When I was supposed to battle T-Rex. So I go up to Harlem, you know, I'm like 30 deep. Brooklyn with me. I got some Bronx peoples with me. And when I get there, Smack is like, T-Rex don't want to battle. And I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, but I got this guy over here. He came with da-da-da, and, you know, his name Dose, if you want to battle him. And in my mind, I was like, I'm not battling this kid. I came to battle T-Rex. He's here? Okay, I'm going to just call him out. If he got any type of balls, he's going to get on the stage. So I get on stage, and I said, I was supposed to battle T-Rex, but he was scared. Everybody went crazy. I'm looking. He didn't move. I was like, I was supposed to battle T-Rex, but he was scared. He didn't move. I was like, damn, I guess I'm battling this guy right here. But before we started, there was a battle before that, and it was a Philly dude versus the guy from New York. And the Philly guy, like, their style of battling was to get all up in your face and make it look real crazy. I wasn't going for that. I got 30, like, Brooklyn and Bronx dudes with me. They probably ain't going to go for that neither. So, nah, I spoke to him. I was like, look, you keep your space. I'm going to keep mine. Let's keep it respectful. It's a great opportunity. So he rhymes. It's all good. I start rhyming. All of a sudden, like, he's walking up on me. He's putting the brim of his hat in my face. And I'm like, yo.
You remember that old cue?
I'm like, what's up
It
with
wasn't
this
Matt's
kid?
fault.
It wasn't Matt's fault?
No, it wasn't his fault.
Okay.
Yo, but
It wasn't his fault.
bro, I'm like, yo, this kid is bugging. So, I'm turning to the side, like, let me turn to the side and just. And every time I turn around, that brim is just right
Like a
there,
shark's
bro.
fin.
And eventually I turned, and the shit just gave me the Scottie Pippen. It just pushed my shit down. And I said, yo.
Get in my face, son.
What do you say, yo?
I said, yo, son, get out my face, son. But the crazy part about it was that, I mean, I'm looking at this dude like, he's like 100 pounds.
Oh, wow.
He starts taking off his vest.
Oh, like he ready.
So what's up? I said,
Like,
Press.
the niggas that find bitches and fuck them, and the niggas that.
yo, son, get out my face, son.
Yes, sir.
Get out my face, son. His vest was already halfway off.
Yo, you threw a nice little right cross.
Nah, man, I skimmed him.
Oh, you didn't
It
even
was
hit
a
him?
skim.
And
It was a skim.
And then the legend began. Math
Yeah, after
Hoffa.
that, yeah, we
He's a
tore up the
troublemaker.
gym.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, but that's how the.
but that's how it was perceived, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? But I felt bad. Like the next day, I called Smack, like, yo, I'm sorry.
So why
my
did
nigga.
you
Like,
why did you feel bad though? Like, because if you're constantly, just as a human being, if you're constantly telling somebody, get out my face,
No, I didn't feel bad for doing that
okay,
because street rules. Like, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
what you
bro?
doing?
Like, you're bugging.
So what made you feel bad?
What made me feel bad was that was my opportunity. And I wasn't sure if he was still going to use the footage or whatever, like, because that wasn't something that was out. That was like the first time that happened to my knowledge.
Like, you don't want them to show that part and make people think that that's what battling
No,
is.
I just thought Smack was going to be like, oh, y'all fucked up the gym. Because after that, Serious Jones and Mook had to battle in a barbershop. They were supposed to battle right there.
Oh.
Because we
Tore
tore it
the
up.
place up.
Like, so I thought, like, I just ruined the opportunity. But he was like, nah, it's all good, it's all good. I talked to a homie. He said he still won't put it out. I was like, what?
Damn, you got a good Smack impression
This
right there.
guy's really, yeah, that's my man. We both Bajans, so it's cool.
And the guy wanted to put it out.
And he wanted to put it out, and I said, all right, that's how you feel, but that's a little crazy. All right, so after that, the Styling on Me joint came out, and I was like, oh, this is wild. Like, it's just happening now. You know what I mean? And then Smack put out that one. So Styling on Me was first. Well, as far as like people being able to see it. Then Smack put out that one, and like everybody's but yo, I'm walking down the street. Yo, son, what you looking at? Say, yo, you that dude from the Smack DVD that hit the what's up? And I was like, damn, this is what it is now. Oh shit. I said to myself, like, my next battle, I have to rap. Because I'm kind of tired of people just coming up to me like, yeah, you snuffed the kid. Yo, but did you hear what I said before I snuffed the kid? So when Smack called me for Iron Solomon, I said, this is the one. I'm going to get my respect off of this. Because Solomon was just known for killing people. You know what I mean? He called Mook, he called Lux first. They said, nah, we don't want no bars in that game. So, because he was just killing shit. Yeah. He was, the freestyle ability, bars and all that. And he was white. So it was like, yo, you gonna let the white boy talk to you like that?
Yeah.
I said, all right, this is it. I'm gonna rap with Solomon. And I kind of knew like his circle from like EO Dub and all that, like going to the open mics and stuff. So we battled. He had a great first round. After that, saw me. And I was proud. I was like, yo, now I'm gonna get that recognition for being a rapper.
Yeah.
But people still was rolling up like, yo,
You the dude that smacked him
up. Yo, it was crazy.
All right.
But, I mean, as far as Smack and like, people that was following rap, they looked at it like, yeah, yo, you could rap. You showed you could rap in that Solomon battle. So that led to more situations. And eventually, me and T-Rex going back and forth. Before World Star was World Star, people was going to World Star to see us beef. Like, he'd do a blog, I do a blog, he'd do a blog, I do a blog, and we did that for like back and forth for like a good year. And then Smack called us up and was like, yo, I got this dude, he want to see the battle, he gonna pay y'all for it. I was like, money?
How much back then were y'all making? Honestly,
we got paid $5,000 for that
$5K.
battle. Yeah.
Okay.
And that was like
$100K.
Yeah, because you never heard of nobody
Yeah.
like getting paid. Like, everybody was like, Solomon was free, all the Mook's battles was free. Like, wasn't nobody getting paid.
Yeah.
Unless you was in a fight club and you was betting your money. But that wasn't too many people that was doing that, you know what I mean? So
while this was taking place, what was going on in your personal life?
My personal life, I was hustling. I was hustling.
You was still hustling.
I was out there busting my little moves. Moving in, moving in.
Meows.
I had
No more meows.
I did a couple meows. I used to I don't even know if I want to say the areas, but there's certain areas I used to frequent, and I'm sure they had like a nice little description on me or something, because we was running through there.
Yeah.
And the area had like 3 ways to get out.
Were the meows pretty much successful in the sense that people they were able to walk away even though after you meowed them?
Yeah. I mean, no, of course there was some nasty situations.
Yeah.
That I used to go to a spot downtown Fulton. I used to go to a spot on 125th Street where there was homeless people and give them money because I kind of wanted that off my conscience. And they would be like, God bless you. And I'd be like, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's weird. I used to pray before these things. And I said, yo, God, if you don't want me to get them, don't let me get them. But if I get them, you know what I mean? It's what it is. It is what it is.
Walk us to disaster.
Oh, no, there's Jones and everything before that. Okay. All right, so boom, boom, I battled T-Rex, battled Averb. Then I took a newbie, Calico, wasn't focused. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life at the time. And I showed up to the battle, drama, blood on my face, still did the battle, lost horribly. For 9 months, I could not get a battle. Finally, Marvel One said yes. I said, oh, Marv, you're from Detroit. Calico's from Detroit. I'm going to torture you. And I did that. All 3 rounds. Nasty. Then I did the Arsenal battle. Then I started getting battles. And I told Beasley in February of that year, I said, yo, I'm going to go so crazy this year, you ain't going to have no choice but to book me as the headline for Summer Madness 3. He laughed. Come June, yo, what's up? You good for Summer Madness? I was like, yeah, all right, cool. Who you got? He was like, Sirius Jones. I was like, Jones, I don't know, because I really didn't like him. Like, as a person, I didn't really like him. Like, I'd be cordial around him, but I didn't like him. And he was like, yeah,
Did
but
y'all have a prior beef? Why didn't you like him?
We had a beef. We battled in a fight club. And I took the L. I wasn't mad. So like, okay, whatever. I got into it with the crowd before it started because there was a battle before that, and they had these fight club towels, and the people in the crowd didn't like the battle, so they was throwing the towels at people.
That's right.
And me on my Brooklyn shit, I get up there, I say, yo, check this out. Any one of you niggas throw a towel up here, I'ma jump in the crowd and fuck you up. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. I got booed from that. So I was like, these niggas ain't gonna let me win this battle. Whatever. Okay, so I did the battle. And Jones used the multiple choice thing in the overtime. It went to overtime because I feel like I beat him the first 3 rounds and his footage never came out. Went to overtime. He did the more. Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? I was like, I heard this shit. And, the crowd was even saying it with him. I was like, it's over. Fuck it. All right, cool. Took that out. So throughout the years, like, I'd see him, and I'd be like, yo, what's up with that rematch? He's like, no, let's do a record together. I was like, all right, cool. Set up studio time, all this stuff. I'm hitting him like, yo, what's up? Yo, I'm over here. I'm going to be there soon. He did some real Hollywood shit. And I was like, my nigga, first of all, I record in the hood. I booked time in Manhattan to make you comfortable. Then you don't show up, and I'm hitting your phone. And so next time I seen him, I was like, yo, what's up with you, son? He was like, yo, what you talking about? I was like, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. What's up with you? And Smack was right there, and Smack was like lifting the camera. And Jones pulled me to the side. He was like, yo, my bad, this, that, and the third. If you want, we can do that. I'm like, nah, I ain't even worry about it. Go ahead, man. So throughout the years, I see him, but that L plus that, I'd be like, yo, what's up? But I didn't like him. But Beezy was like, he's tall, you're tall, it's a good matchup.
Like wrestling or some shit.
What up to Beasley? Hey, man, they great promoters, bro. They got an eye for that.
So I'm like,
the greatest.
I'm like, cool. So we did the battle. 2 days before the battle, I met one of your homies, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Yes.
He sent I got somebody hit me on Twitter. It was like, yo, send me information. Dave want to meet you. I'm like, Dave who? He's like, Dave Chappelle. I was like, get the fuck out of here. All right, let me see what this is. I sent them the information. I was out in Queens. Had a couple of my homeboys like stand on the corner with me, like, cause I don't know who this is. Like, you know what I mean? I got a couple problems out here.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what nigga be slick to be like, yo, act like Dave Chappelle want to meet him, then we gonna
meow that kid.
You know what I mean?
We about to meow Hoffa.
Sway back on the meow.
That's
Meow.
his favorite new
Meow.
word.
Meow.
So-
luau, meow. What the fuck?
Meow, man. I don't
Okay,
know,
man.
man.
I love it.
So my man Seth pulls up. Seth, that's my homie to this day. And we drive out to some part of New Jersey. I don't remember where it was at, but he had a show. This was right after the whole fuck Hartford shit.
Yeah.
He had the T-shirts and all that stuff. Like, and you know, we come in through the security, walk through the back. I'm behind the curtain, and I'm just looking at him. There's thousands of people. He's just sitting there with a bogey, just chilling, talking, and everybody's going crazy. So he gets off the stage. He walks up to me. He's like, "Yo, I just wanted to meet you and tell you what y'all doing out there is incredible. I love it. Da da da. Yo, meet my moms. Meet this person. Meet that person. Meet that." I'm like, "Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, Illuminati about to pick me up." Right?
Right.
So he introduces me to this chick, and he says, "This is a life coach." And I'm like, "A life coach? Like, what's a life coach?"
Right.
Like, you call people and, "Yo, brush your teeth. I'm gonna call you back in 5 minutes."
I'm dead.
Like, what is that? You know what I mean? So, she's like, it's hard to explain. She was Indian. She like her English wasn't that good. She was like, "Come with me." So she takes me into this room. That's when I really thought Illuminati was in.
Thought you was about to get initiated, huh?
So it's dark in the room. There's candles and all that stuff. There's like, you know what I mean? Like there's an ambiance to the room where it's just like calm. She sits me down in this chair. She pulls up a chair and she sits in front of me. I'm like, "Yo, this Indian chick is a freak." And she starts tapping on my knees like this. And she put her head up like she was listening for something. And then she started talking to me and just telling me stuff about myself. And I was like, "Yo, this is weird." She was like, "You got something coming up you kind of nervous about?" And I was like, "Yeah, Summer Madness 3. It's in a couple of days." She was like, "Trust yourself even if you don't know yourself." And at the time, I was like, But I didn't know what the fuck that meant. I was like, "Yo, what the, trust yourself? How do you do that? How do you trust yourself even if you don't know yourself?" So, all right, days go by. I show up to the event, and that whole day, I just had the vibe like, leave. I get there, security's messing with me. They're like, "Yo, you got to stand online." I'm like, "Man, I'm headlining. What you mean stand online?" "Yo, you got to stand online, homie." I'm like, "All right, whatever." Get inside. I got like 3-4 exes in the building. There's drama, all types of.
Wow.
They're not letting me backstage. I'm out there. It's just crazy. So I'm in there for like 10 hours. Beasley keep telling me I'm up next because sometimes, you know, they switch up the order. But he keeps calling other battle rappers. So I'm just waiting. I'm not eating nothing, and I'm drinking. I go to smoke a cigarette outside through a doorway. Everybody's going back and forth. I go to get back in. The security guard is like, "Yo, you got to go around." I'm like, "Bro, I'm before. Yeah, I know who you is. You got to go around." I'm like, "Oh, you playing? you playing right now?" And you know, we started like getting each other's face. Yo, the meow was robbing people. In case you didn't know it.
Okay,
We
yeah,
know what it is.
Okay.
We know
She
what
like,
it is.
"Meow, I'm gonna rob this now. Knock him out and rob him." All right, cool.
Drop down.
So I'm like, "Yo, fuck this. I'm out to leave."
Yeah.
I start walking away, and the fan is like, "No, Math, yo, I came to see you today, though." So I said, "All right, cool." I go back inside. I got there at 2. They called for my battle at 12.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was. This was back in the days when Smack said real nigga time. It was real nigga time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not like that no more. The events are much shorter, much better. But so they called for me to battle. I'm on stage. I got the jitters. I'm lit. Jones is trying to get some video played of him and some chicks calling me gay or some shit. I found that out afterwards. But Beasley's beefing with him or whatever. He come downstairs. I'm on stage for like 15 or 20 minutes waiting for this dude. He gets on the stage. He got 3 chicks, body paint, half naked. I'm like, okay, that's a cute gimmick. He goes first. His round is like 8 minutes. It's not supposed to be. The contract said 4 to 5. 8 minutes. He's rapping and he's not cooking. He's not cooking. He said something like here and there, but he's not cooking. So I'm like, damn, already like this shit has a nasty beginning. So I say, all right, cool, let me flip this. Oh, all right, rapping for 8 minutes, trying to drop that slick shit. I should cock back and take your top off like these 3 crackhead bitches. Rebuttal. I'm like, all right, cool. Going through the round. He's talking. He's twerk. I think he threw a couple dollars. So I'm rapping.
That's why you got answers.
That's
the rule.
All right.
It's on you.
S. Dot, I'm live on the air.
Okay, yeah. Give me a shout out later.
All right. Sean Lee. All right, go ahead.
All right, cool. Is this for me?
That's what
Yes.
you. Yeah,
Oh,
go.
shit, okay.
Damn, we got about 10 minutes too, man. So.
All right, so we got to speed this up. All right, cool. Boom, boom.
But you tell a great story.
He gets knocked out. Boom. You laugh. Totally wrong for that. Totally wrong for that. Totally. I can't condone that.
He got
Because it was
knocked out.
he didn't do anything physical. It was just me having a bad day. Yeah,
Oh, you knocked him out.
he did the stanky leg,
Uh-huh.
and
I remember
that was that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After that, whole battle world. Math is a menace.
Yeah.
He's how can we can't allow this guy back in? How is he this, that, and that? I'm like, yo, we all rap about this shit for like 9 minutes.
Yeah.
You can't do it for whatever. So I knew I was wrong for that. So I
Had to go
skated.
with it.
Yeah, I wanted to jump in and ask you. So this woman who was tapping your knees and told you to trust yourself, even though you don't know yourself, and you immediately when you got there, you said you had an instinct to
I had
leave.
that gut.
Were you afraid to leave? Did not want to deal with the whole you didn't show up kind of thing? Like, why didn't you leave?
I felt the obligation to perform, and it was Summer Madness, first Summer Madness
The
versus
headline,
Calico.
yeah.
I took a nasty L. I wanted to get back from that, but there was that feeling the whole time telling me to leave, and it wouldn't even have mattered because they didn't get to do 2 of the battles because the club was like, "Yo, it's over." You know what I mean? So after our battle, it was a wrap. So they would have missed 2 battles anyway. So I just could have been one of those battles, and I stayed, and that happened.
You got what happened with Disaster, man?
Okay, boom.
Okay.
All right. So I'm blackballed.
Okay.
I get a call. Shady wants to do a show called Total Slaughter.
Us here.
Right.
That's
I'm
us.
like-
That's us here.
That's the omen. That's like that omen
Paul
for your personal
Rosenberg.
legend.
Yeah,
Right.
Yes.
It's like, yo, we want to
Crooked
do
Eye and all these guys.
a show called Total Slaughter. They get all these battle rappers in the house. Yo, a lot of us didn't believe that it was going to happen. That's why when you see it, it's like a lot of us weren't prepared. We the best battle rappers in the world, but we weren't prepared because we just didn't know if it was going to happen.
Yeah.
So, me and Disaster got into it in the house, but not crazy. We battled on the show, and he won by, I messed up. My bars was better. You watched the judges deliberate. Joe Button was like, yo, Math, what you said was crazy, but, you know, you stumbled, you messed up, this, that, and that. I was like, okay, y'all gonna give it to him by default. Cool, whatever. All right, so we get booked by King of the Dot for the rematch in Cali. And Disaster was one of the first people who kind of went on air like, yo, Math, he be snuffing people. I'm so mad. I want to, Okay, cool. I'm still thinking, it's battle rap. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to do my thing. So we battle. I bring up a situation in the house where he was talking about how he wanted to kill himself because he couldn't figure out how to make money. But he was one of the greatest. And I'm like, yo, you disaster, bro. Like, how you doing? He's like, yo, bro, I just want to, sometimes I just want to slip my wrist, bro. I don't even, I'm like, yo, you're bugging. Like, it's a bunch of battle rappers around him. Like, yo, son, you're tripping, bro. So my man Cortez gets him a feature that night to get him some bread. And so I bring that whole shit up. Like, you standing here acting like you got so much confidence, bro. You was talking about offing yourself. And you disaster. You're bugging. So I bring that up in the third. I know that hit him right in the heart. You look at his face during the battle, he's like, and his third round was off after that. He had to go after me. His third round was off. And he said, yo, I should punch you in your face right now. I'm happy. I'm like, I'm laughing.
And there
It is.
There it is.
He punched you in your
He
face.
punched me in the face. Then his homeboy punched me. Then his other homeboy punched me. But that part don't get talked about.
Yeah.
He slipped. He fell. I got up. I'm about to jump on him. Dude comes from the side. We on the floor for like 3 minutes. This ass is taking a lunch break. He jumps back in. It's crazy. The whole thing was crazy. But I walked out of there. A lot of people say, you handle yourself, because I was mad. After the, y'all niggas on me? I got up. I charged at them. Like, nah, it ain't over. I'm going to get one of y'all. Before I leave here, I'm going to get one of y'all. And it was, it just didn't work out like that.
Well, you know, Math Hoffa, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason why I wanted you to tell your story up until that point, because when you hit me, you told me, hey, big bro, I just went 3 for 3 on the 3 biggest leagues and got the W on all of them, Smack URL, King of the Die, RBE. You know, all in 3 weeks. I'm about to do it again.
Thank you.
I was thinking about what you said on the show. One day they're going to make a movie about you. Got to make sure the ending is fire.
Yeah.
And so what you're listening to are the beginning chapters of that movie. Okay? And now we're working on the ending.
Right.
Okay? Because Math Hoffa is here. And he's just not a battle rapper. He's a full, well-rounded artist. And he got a new album. It's called Pac Juice.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. And I listened to the album, and conceptually, I really enjoyed a lot of the interludes you put in it.
It's a timeline.
It's a timeline that kind of walks you up his life, right? And in your battle career.
Right. The funny thing about it is when I came up with the title Pac Juice, I figured I'm going to just make a tape, flip some joints, call it Pac Juice. Cool. Yo, this project became life. I was never comfortable with the material I had. But as time went on, something would happen. I make a record about it. Time went on, something would happen. I make a record about it. 5 years later, of course, I had to get to like a good ending. I line them up, and I'm looking at these songs, my favorite songs, and I'm like, yo, these songs, like, they're in order. Like, as far as, like, chronological order, like, this happened, and then this happened, and then I made this song. Like, every song is personal. Every song is something that really happened in my life, whether it's me talking about meeting this chick named Talia at the club and the whole night, and I thought I was in love for one night. You know what I mean? Like,
that was the message.
That's real.
Yeah.
That really happened. A football player tried to, I'm not gonna say who, tried to bag her. On my Brooklyn shit, park me, fam. Picked her up and kept it moving with her, like, or some real, you know what I mean? Like, that really happened.
He's such a barbarian. Conan over here.
Look. People like you when you fearless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's a quality that a lot of people be like, oh, I wish I was like that.
Yeah.
But like every song to what happened with Hollow, and Hollow switched sides on me, and the whole disaster thing, the Sirius Jones, to me going 3 for 3 recently, and like it's a whole 5 years. And I never thought, like, I don't know if like Tupac came down and was like, you gonna put my name on the project? Nah, this gonna be the realest shit you ever wrote. You know what I'm saying? And every joint, I eliminated all of the filler, and everything you hear is real. Yeah, and I got a song on there called "Keep Your Head Up" that kind of explains why I took the Tupac. When I was younger, my mom's, she was in a bad relationship with my sister's father, and they used to fight, wake up in the middle of the night. knife fights in the living room, all types of crazy shit.
Knife fights.
Knife fights, circling the coffee table. It's going down, like on some Star Trek shit. And
Was that your Star Trek theme music? The
yeah.
score. That's
You don't remember when I know it's old because I used to stay up late at night.
I'm a Trekkie.
Captain Kirk fighting Spock. Right, yeah, you know. So this song came out called "Keep Your Head Up," and I saw it on Video Music Box, and I was like, "Mom, check out this song," and she was like, "Yo, this is nice." And we played it and all that. And eventually, not saying it happened like right after, she left him. And I was like, I don't know. That was just a moment for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Did you realize then that words had power? Like, was that the feeling that you got, or was something
in
else?
in a way, but I didn't totally grasp it. I knew that the things that I focused on would either happen or not happen. Like, if I was walking down the block and I was like, yo, I don't want to see such and such, let me not think about it. Because if I think about it, it's going to happen.
Manifest.
Yeah.
Right. But that was just me being a kid. I didn't, you get older, so many things that you hear from different people, so many philosophies, religions, and all that stuff. Like, you forget about it till certain moments where you're like, yo, this is crazy. Even when people say, yo, I was just talking about you. The signals is constantly going out.
Frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, I wanted to make sure that this project had a good ending. I mean, the 3 for 3 is wonderful. Math Hoffa is back. I was supposed to be done like 2-3 years ago. Nobody was never supposed to hear about me again. From the banning to the disaster thing, like that made TMZ. TMZ really dressed it up really nasty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Put that clip on the album.
Right.
Yeah.
And to still be here, I feel like it's a testimony for the fans that really follow me. They love that I never gave up. Like, no matter what it was, Math is going to be back. This is like a thing in battle rap. Like, yo, if something happened to Math, give him some time. He'll be back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Math Hoffa, ladies and gentlemen. Pac Juice is the name of the project. I wanted to play more songs with these because life story is as interesting as the songs.
Yeah.
Yes,
I want you to
yes.
go, and where can they get this? Is it on iTunes?
It's on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, you name it. It's out there.
It's on Tidal, though, right?
Yeah, it's on Tidal.
That's Jay-Z,
Yeah,
man. That's
yeah,
Brooklyn,
yeah,
baby.
Definitely,
Okay,
definitely.
all right. Math, thank you, man. Thank you for sharing your
Thank
story,
you, sir.
man.
Thank
I
you,
hope you
sir.
enjoyed your time up here, man. You
Yeah.
tell a great
You need to
story.
write a book or
It's
something.
for
Yeah,
real,
right there.
You
bro.
think so?
Yes.
Matter of fact, just
The
take
movie?
it. The movie. We
The
talked
movie.
about it. Let's get it. Math
Let's get
Hoffa, Pac Juice. This is the song I was going to play, Keep Your Head Up, because that's the one that resonated with me when I was listening to the album. You can even see I gave it double stars on my little note sheet. Thank you for coming through. How can people reach you?
Instagram, math.hoffa. Twitter, Math Hoffa, straight up. Yeah.
Math Hoffa, Hoffa. Hit them up.
That's right.
Up next, we got a friend of the show coming by, Heather B.
She's outside.
She's outside. Fran Dresser.
Fran Dresser is here. Yeah. Keep your head up. Listen to the lyrics. You want to talk with Fran Dresser? 888-742-3345. You got it hard in life. Listen to this song. Play in the morning.
No